Alright, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah. I'm honest to the elders that rule well. Shalom, Sadakim, out there pushing the truth. Waiting for the downfall of America, you know. And as you can see, it's getting closer day by day. You know, things are happening fast. Things are happening, you know, and it's pretty well known now, man. It's pretty well known that these things are happening. You know, if you just sit back and just, well, for the people who don't know and just finding, looking up what's going on, you know, it's pretty much self-explanatory. America's a damn devil. America's a bully. Everybody getting tired of America's shit. Alright, so and prophecy daily is being fulfilled. Alright. As you see right here, it says from the European Union Times, freshly independent East Ukraine already wants to join Russia. It's a lot. This is prophecy of Ezekiel 38th chapter. Put hooks in thy jaws and turn thee back. These states, these countries are going back to their former ways. The Lord is putting back that ancient spirit on these nations, man. You know, so the Lord is taking them back to the Soviets. The Lord is bringing back the USSR. What is it? United Soviets. Socialist Republic, something I forgot. You know, whatever. All right, that state that was in, that ancient state that they were in, that's what they're going back to. That's what the Lord Yahweh Shah is putting them back into. And you've seen this being fulfilled slowly but surely. It says, the next, Ravi said, People Republic has proclaimed itself a sovereign state and has asked Moscow to consider its accession into Russia, the Republic's council said. We, the people of Donetsk, based on results from the May 11th referendum and the declaration of sovereignty of the Donetsk People Republic, declared that from now on, DPR is now a sovereign state. Republic co-chair Denis Pushlin said, given the will of the people of the Donetsk People Republic and in order to restore historical justice, we ask Russia to consider the issue of our republic accession into the Russian Federation, he added. At the same time, both the EU, Europe and U.S. dismissed the ballots in eastern Ukraine as illegal because they don't want this thing to go down. They don't want this thing to go down. They don't want the Ukraine back with Russia. They probably, who knows what the real situation was with Russia? It might have been a stage. You know, who knows? But this is what they really need. This is all staged. This is what they really need to break their ties with Russia, so they can bring in a new world order about war. They really needed to break these ties with Russia, and Ukraine was really was their only way in. So this was all staged, man. All right, of course. The next one, it says, also from European Union Times, it says Russia holds massive military drills prepared for nuclear war, and that's exactly what they're going towards. I'm not gonna play this video, but I'll put the link in the description box as I always do for all the videos. You can watch it. This is Alex Skullambone Jones is talking. I'm going to read some of it. It says, President Vladimir Putin has overseen military drills on countering nuclear strike. The planned drills come ahead of the May 9th celebration dedicated to victory in World War II. It says, during the drills, it was demonstrated how the missiles corps, artillery, aviation, and anti-aircraft defense can be used, for instance, to destroy troops on the ground or to counter massive missiles, aviation, or nuclear strikes by an enemy. Plus, it was shown how to inflict a launch-through attack strike with nuclear missiles. The training exercises, which are due to include ground troops and artillery as well as Air Force, were held during a summit of heads of state of a security bloc made up of former Soviet states. Now check that out. Alright. Now you can watch the video. The video was pretty awesome. Alright, they flexing their muscles. And speaking about flexing muscles, you can check this video. I'm gonna play this video. This is from Now the End Begins. It says Russian military launches dark military recruitment commercial as U.S. relations vanish. You see that? So they get prepared to fuck you Americans up, man. Americans are the most. This is the most ridiculous. It was a Family Guy episode, man, where they had a football team called the Silly Nannies, man. They all a whole bunch of fruitcake trying to play football, man. You know, and there was, you know. And it was what type of shit is that, man? You know, it's what Esau calls a ghetto fuck clusterfuck, man. You know, what type of shit is that? Man, get a whole bunch of faggots and wimp trying to do something, trying to play a hardball, man. That shit ain't going. That shit is sickening, man. Anyways, the video is in Russian. It says Russia has launched a very aggressive and some would say sinister new ad. Sinister means evil. Alright, that's what they're going to inflict upon America. Campaign geared towards the dark side of their military. It says this is the first day of your new life. The commercial starts out with the young man enjoying life with his girlfriends and soccer buddies and then taking an abrupt turn to darkness. Who were you yesterday doesn't concern anyone anymore. To know yourself is to know the limits of your abilities. To hell with limitations. Are you ready to break yourself every day? The video asks. Here pain makes you stronger. Scars are a daily occurrence. Without an enemy there is no battle. And without a battle there is no victory. But in reality, the main enemy is you. The you from yesterday. And you can equate that to this truth, man. Because you are your worst enemy. The you from yesterday, meaning that your flesh trying to pull you back in the world, that's your worst enemy, man. But in reality, the main enemy is you, the you from yesterday. That's right. That's you from yesterday, man. It says Russia launches this new recruitment campaign at a time when Russia-U.S. relations are at their lowest point since the Cold War in the 1950s. Today, Russian news wires said that the exercise simulated dealing a massive retaliatory nuclear strike in response to an enemy attack. The description of the exercise is unusually blunt, reflecting tensions with the West running high over Ukraine. Let's go check this out. I don't see nothing sinister about it, man. That video go hard to me. He getting prepared for war, as simple as that. The guy who put his article is probably pissing his pants. That's all that is, man. And maybe the Russian makes it sound sinister to him. But really the Russian language was invented by Jake, a so-called black man, or Moor during that time, by the name of Alexander Pushkin. Alright, his father was a Moor. His name was Ibram Ganabor, I believe, something to that effect. They were smart as hell. Ibram, what you got from Abraham, alright, and Ganabor, what you got from Hannibal Barca, I believe. You check that out. Yeah, well, he gave them that Russian language anyway, man. But anyways, this is I got an article. The European Union Times, the U.S. sends 400 academy elite mercenaries in Ukraine. Alright, academy means academy. You know, you're like a university, basically a clique. You know, you got Christian academies, you got academy for this, academy for that. Like the Hollywood has the Academy Award winning. You know, so in order to win in that case in the Academy Award, you have to be inside of the academy. So a simple word would be a clique, man. University, a group of people. Let's just get it. Alright. Yeah, a group of authorities and leaders in a field of scholarship, art, etc., who are often permitted to dictate standards, prescribe methods, and criticize new ideas. Alright, that's the definition in this case that we're dealing with right here. A secondary or a high school, especially a private one. So academy is something private. You know, they have they have military academies. You got school academies, a school or college for special instruction and training in the subject. You know, private programs, if you will. So these mercenaries are a private corporation, like which is known as like we got Blackwater. You got a whole bunch of different kinds, man. You know, Blackwater, when I was overseas, they got kicked out of there because they don't follow what you call rules of engagement. They're just hired to fuck shit up, man. And as you gonna see in this video, that's exactly what they do. And the U.S. hired them out, but how are they able to go up in there anyway? Because they have to be hired out. So it shows you right there that the president of Ukraine, he's juicing with America, man. Alright.
100 mercenaries from the private US security firm Academy are involved in the operation against anti-government activists in Ukraine. That is according to a report in the German newspaper Bild am Sonntag, citing an intelligence source. Earlier, the German intelligence service told the government about the mercenaries' involvement in the operation. However, it's not clear who commands and pays the private military contractors. Academy, previously known as Blackwater, gained notoriety after alleged atrocities committed during the Iraq War. The firm had earlier been accused of involvement in the Ukrainian crisis. An unverified video that supposedly shows US private contractors operating in the city of Donetsk emerged in March. The security company has not commented on the latest revelations, but previously denied any involvement in the Ukrainian crisis. I'm now joined live by foreign policy expert Daniel McAdams to speak more on the subject. Hello to you. What are your thoughts on these recent revelations? Why would the government in Kiev involve foreign mercenaries?
Well, I think you have a lot of Kiev-appointed oligarchs in the East who are very, very wealthy, and they have an interest in trying to quell this unrest. What's interesting about these last two stories we've seen about U.S. involvement is they've both come from major German newspapers, and it makes you wonder whether the Germans are not getting nervous that the U.S. is pushing this too far. We saw, for example, last week in Bild, a story that dozens of CIA officers were involved in helping put down the unrest in the East, and now we've seen this other story in a German paper. So I think under the surface you're seeing a lot of very concerned German people and German businessmen for what's happening.
What impact could the presence of these private contractors affect the situation in Ukraine, Daniel?
Well, I think we've seen a change in the tactics of you wouldn't call them military, because every picture that I've seen, they look like some sort of ragtag militia, very violent. But you see a change in their activities. They're burning police stations down. They're shooting. I saw at least 3 unarmed people shot today on YouTube. It seems to be their purpose is to foment chaos and to destabilize the East. So they're not.
You see that? Foment chaos and destabilize the East. They set on that